Hi, my name is Blake Nichols, and before I talk to you about RES, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from the USA. My background is in business. I have an MBA from Portland State University. However, my passion is in teaching. I'm a teacher here at RES, and it's great. We here at RES want to help you, so that's why we put together some free weekly speaking tests conducted by coaches like me. People who have studied at world-renowned schools like Pennsylvania, Cornell, McGill, and Portland State University. These classes are especially helpful for those who are studying for their IELTS, whereas me and my colleagues, we're all trained in IELTS. So we can help you achieve scores as high as 7, 7.5, 8, or even 8.5. By attending these free weekly speaking sessions, you get 3 key benefits. The first benefit is you will become familiarized with the IELTS test, especially the speaking section. The second key benefit is we will judge you based on the 4 criteria. Pronunciation, things like word and sentence stress, as well as grammar, things like verb tense. The third is lexical resource, like are you using the correct words, vocabulary. And the last is fluency and cohesion. Things like transition words. The third key benefit is we will give you feedback that you can then use to do well on the IELTS, to improve your everyday speaking skills, and things like that.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Fine. My name is Blake Nichols, and I'm going to be conducting your test today. What is your name?
My name is Hàng.
Han. Nice to meet you, Han.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Hanoi.
Okay. And are you from any particular district?
Excuse me, what?
Are you from any area of Hanoi in specific?
I live in Dongda district.
Oh, okay. And what do people do in Dongda district for fun?
For fun? You mean laugh?
Yes, to pass time, to enjoy, to laugh. Sure.
They like watch TV, go shopping, and go to cinema.
Okay. Do you like to do those things?
I think I like stay at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So please, tell me a little bit about your family.
There are 4 people in my family. My parents, my sister, and me.
Oh, very good. And what do you like to do with your family?
On my free time, I like go shopping with my family and watch TV together or eat something on weekend.
Oh, do you cook or does your mother cook?
Actually, I don't know how cooking, so my mother often cook.
Okay, we're going to begin part 2. In this part, I am going to give you a question, and you will have 1 minute in which you can make notes and think of an answer to the question.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So here is your question here. It is, describe a memorable experience from your childhood.
Memorable? What does it mean?
Memorable means like you won't forget it. It was very important to you, so you will remember it.
So I will not forget it?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay, your time is up. The question again is describe a memorable experience from your childhood. Are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I will tell you about a memory that I can't forget. It was when I'm 13 and I'm studying in secondary school. And one day, one of my favorite band come to Hanoi, and I had a class that time, but I wanted to see them, so I skipped class without tell my mother, and I go to the concert and watch them live. At that time, my mobile phone is out of battery, and my mother cannot contact me. Then that night I came home late. My mother called me and she crying, and my father had to try to calm her. And from that time I was forbid not to use the mobile phone, and my parents didn't give me any allowance anymore.
Wow, thank you so much. That was very good. I can tell that you have a strong handle on your ideas, and I thought that you have a lot of good vocabulary. I did notice some things that I think that we can really improve. I wrote down some things that I noticed that I think can help you do better, okay? We can start with grammar. The first thing that I noticed was your tenses aren't very good. 3 specific examples pointed out to me. So you said, my favorite band, come to Hanoi. But when you're talking about being a child, that's in the past. So it needs to be came to Hanoi, right? In the same tense, you needed to say, I skipped class, in the past tense, right? Now you told me that you like to eat food as a family, together. And then you said that your mother cooks because I don't know how cooking. It needs to be how to cook would be correct, okay? Then we had some issues with plurals. You were telling me about your family. You said there's parent, sister, and you. It should be parents. You have 2, right? So plural is parents, okay? Then with pronunciation, you consistently left off ending sounds. Things like you said, I like going shopping with my family. Now you need to say k, right? Like. I know this is an issue that most Vietnamese who are learning English face, and it's something that you just have to continually practice to overcome. Okay, then with mispronounced sounds, you mispronounce and th, s, z, okay? Now, I think you mispronounce these 2 mostly because the shape of your mouth isn't correct. You need to actually push your tongue out of your mouth and bite it in order to make that sound correct. Now these 2 sounds, I think the mistake here was whenever there was an S at the end of a plural, or when it showed ownership, you would say it as a Z sound. This sound. Oh, I'm sorry, you would say it as this sound, but you need to say it as this sound. Okay? Then with vocabulary, I saw that you attempted some difficult words. The one that really stood out is you tried to say forbidden. However, you were able to say forbid, and I took that as an attempt at this. So I think that we can improve on that. Really, with this area, you just need to practice vocabulary, read some more difficult articles, watch difficult news programs, things like that, to pick up some better vocabulary. Okay, with fluency, now, it pains me to say this, but nearly all of your sentences had an error. So that's an issue. You had some pauses, you would trip up over your words, things like that. What we're looking for is smooth, consistent speaking. You know, you can pause in between words, but if you pause, you can pause in between words, but if you pause during a word, the listener assumes that you don't know that word or you're forgetting some pronunciation aspect of that word. But if you pause between words, it's assumed that you're just thinking more about what you want to say. Okay, lack of transition words. I didn't hear a lot of because, but, therefores. Okay, so we're going to want to work those into your language. Mostly these words exist to link ideas together. Okay, so yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Now, I wanted to give you some advice, okay? The first piece of advice I'm going to give you is find a native English speaking teacher, someone who has experience with IELTS and who can help you identify what words, what ideas are expected and looked for by the examiners, okay? That's one thing, all right? Now, I want to work backwards a little bit. I want to start with fluency. I think that when you're talking with a native English speaker, they're going to help you learn how to take your ideas and really connect them using words like because, therefore, but, okay, in addition. There's so many words that are available to you. They will be able to help you with that, okay? With vocabulary, like I said, I think you have the basics. However, it's not just knowing the basics, it's knowing about how to talk about most known subjects, okay? So it's called lexical resource, and the idea is if we talk about vacations, you know all of the words to describe your vacations. If we talk about sports, you know all of the words to describe sports. So I think one of the best ways to do that is find that native speaker and just talk to them. Talk to them about your interests, about your day, anything like that. Also access articles, anything else that might help you learn additional words that you can add to your vocabulary, okay? With pronunciation, I think it's just a matter of shaping your mouth correctly. At least for the TH sounds. Know that there is an unvoiced and a voiced TH sound, and right? Once you find someone who can help you with that, they'll be able to drill you, help you identify when you make which sound. It's the same with z, the S and Z sounds. Just because it's an S doesn't mean that you won't make a Z sound, okay? And I think that's one of the big things that you need to work on. So again, an English-speaking person with a teaching background can really help you with that. One of the last pieces is grammar. I want you to practice talking about past experiences as well as what you want to do in the future. And this will give you a chance to practice using all of the tenses, okay? Also talk about what's continuously happening. I like da-da-da, right? I continuously like something, right? And the last one, just realize that learning English, you know, moving towards perfect English is a process. It can't happen by tonight, right? We need to learn a little bit by a little bit every single day. We practice until by the time you're finished, you'll be able to speak absolutely fluently. So.
Yeah,
right.
I understand.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much for today.
Yes, you're welcome. If you want to take part in our weekly speaking sessions, please call our hotline at 097-904-3610. Take action, get results. Your results are our success.